I hope you all are fine. So in this video we'll discuss about chapter 10, that is the human eye and the colorful world. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about the human eye. So here it is given, that is you have studied in the previous chapter about refraction of light by lenses. Okay, so in the previous video we had already discussed about the refraction of light, also about the reflection of light by both the mirror and the lenses. Okay, so here is given that you also studied the nature, position and relative size of images formed by lenses. Okay, so here is given that you have already discussed about the also about the image, nature, size and position of the image. Okay, that is formed by the lenses or a mirror. Okay, or mirrors. So the how can this idea help us in the study of the human eye? Okay, so here is given and the question, that is the how can these ideas that we have studied in the previous chapter, which how they can help us in the study of the human eye. So the human eye uses the light. Okay, what it uses the light to enable us to see about object what is around us. Okay, so it has a lens in its structure, and also what is the function of the lens in the human eye. Okay, and how do the lens, what is the function of the lens in the human eye, how do the lens use used in spectacles correct defects of the vision. Okay, so all this thing we consider in this chapter. So let's see. So after that, here is given that we have learned in the previous chapter about the light, some of its properties, and in this chapter we use these ideas and properties and some of the optical phenomena in nature. So we shall also discuss about the rainbow formation, splitting of white light and the blue color of the sky. Okay, also about the sunrise and sunset. Okay, so this one is the we can say the detail that what we have to learn in this chapter and what is in this chapter. Okay, so first topic is, that is the human eye. In this topic we will discuss about the human eye, about its structure. Okay, and also about their functions like pupil, iris, cornea, crystalline lines, ciliary muscles. Okay, so let's start. Here is given that the human eye is one of the most valuable and sensitive sense organ. Okay, so as we all know that eye is the one of the sense organ. Okay, so it is the what most sensitive, also about most valuable sense organ in our body. Okay, it enables us to see a wonderful world and the color around us. So with the help of the eye we can see what is around us and what is the color of that thing. Okay, so we can identify objects to sorry on closing the eyes we can identify object to some extent by their smell. Okay, by taste, or we can say the sound they make, or by touch also. Okay, so after when we close our eyes we can feel that object with the help of we can say the smell, taste and also about by touching. Okay, so it is, however, impossible to identify the color by closing the eye. If we close our eyes and then we can see only a black type color. Okay, we cannot identify the object color after closing the eye. But thus all of this, all the sense organs, the human eye is the most significant. Okay, so here is given that eye is given about the importance of eye, that what is the importance of eye. Eye, that is here is given that it is most significant one, as it enables us to see the beautiful and the colorful world around us by signifying the color. Okay, now the human eye is like a camera, we can say. Now here its lens system forms an image on a light sensitive screen that is called the retina. Okay, so the we can say that human eye is a type of a camera. Now its lens system forms an image on a sensitive screen that is called the retina. Okay, we can say here it is a function of retina, it's sorry, forms an image where we the image forms on the sensitive screen. Okay, about retina, here is given that it is a sensitive screen. Okay, so light enters the eye through a thin membrane called the cornea. Okay, here is about the cornea, that is what is the function of cornea. So with the help of cornea, light first enter in that is through a membrane. Okay, thin membrane, it is called cornea. After that, it forms a transparent bulb on the front surface of the eyeball, as shown in figure. That is this one after. Okay, this ball so the eyeball is approximately spherical in shape with a diameter about 2.3 centimeter. Okay, it is about approximately diameter, okay, of the eye, we can say. Now the most of the refraction for the light ray entering the eye occurs at the outer surface of the cornea. Okay, so most of the refraction of the, we can say, the light ray occurs outer surface of the cornea. Okay, now the crystalline lens. Okay, what is crystalline? So here is given about the crystalline lens, that it is merely provide the finer finer adjustment of the focal length. Okay, so it is generally used to adjust the focal length. Okay, finer adjustment of the focal length, also required to focus object at a different distance on the retina. Okay, so so simply it is used to used in the adjustment of focal length. Okay, um, that is to require focus or at object different distances on the retina. Okay, so we find a structure called iris behind the cornea. Okay, so behind the cornea we see the structure that is called iris. Okay, so what is this? So it is a dark muscular diaphragm. Okay, it is a nothing, it is a dark muscular diaphragm which is that controls the size of pupil. Okay, so pupil is an that is it is generally used to regulate and control the amount of light. Okay, so iris is a dark muscular diaphragm which control the size of pupil, and pupil is a pupil that regulate and also controls the amount of light what is entering in the eye. Okay, now the eye lens forms an inverted real image of the object on the retina. Okay, so eye lens form an inverted and real image of the object on where on the sensitive screen that is called the retina. Okay, retina. Now the retina is a delicate membrane having an enormous number of light sensitive cells. Okay, so here is again about the retina, that is it is a delicate membrane having an enormous number of light sensitive cells, and also the light sensitive cells get activated upon illumination and generate electrical signal. Okay, so the light sensitive cells that get we can say get activated and also upon illuminated, and it generate the electrical signal which one of the flowing generate electrical signal, the light sensitive cell which get activated. Okay, and generate electrical signals. These signals are sent to the brain via the optic nerve. Okay, So in the figure here is the optic nerve. Okay, so this signal was sent to the brain with the help of the optic nerve. Okay, now the brain interprets these signals and finally processes the formation information so that we perceive object as they are. Okay, so after sending the we can say the signal, the brain interpret this signal and also finally the processes, okay, the information so that we can perceive object as they are. Okay, so we can see the object how they are. After that, here is it is about the human eye. Okay, about every we can say the terms and their functions, few functions. Okay, after that here is given about power of accommodation. Okay, now the eye lens, that is, okay, the whole thing that we discussed about the eye. Okay, after that we also discuss about the defect of vision and their corrections. Okay, so power of accommodation, let's see what is this. So power of accommodation is we can say the simple thing, that is the ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length. Okay, the ability of eye lens, that is to adjust the focal length, is called the accommodation. Okay, so here is given that the eye lens is composed of fibrous jelly like material. Okay, so eye lens, here we can say the some properties of eye lens are given, feature we can say, that is it is composed of fibrous and also the jelly like material. Okay, now its curvature can be modified to some extent by a ciliary muscles. Okay, so their extent can be modified with the help of ciliary muscles. Now the change in the curvature of the eye lens can thus change by its focal length. Also, when the muscles are relaxed, the lens become thin. And here is given that which muscle, the ciliary muscle. Okay, when they relax, the lens become thin, thus its focal length increases. Okay, when the lens become thin, then the focal length will increase. Now this enables us to see the distant object clearly. Okay, so when the lens becomes thin, the focal length increases and it enables to see the distant object, okay, clearly. Now when you are looking at the object closer to the eye, the ciliary muscle contract, and if we seeing an object closer to the eye, then the ciliary muscle contract, and this increases the curvature of the eye lens, and after that the eye lens become what? We can say the thicker. So consequently the focal length decreases and we can this enables that us to see the nearby object clearly. Okay, if the focal length decreases, then we can see the nearby object clearly, and if the focal length increases, then we can see the distant object clearly. Okay, and when the focal length decreases, we can say decreases, then our eye lens become thicker, and when the focal length increases, then our eye lens become thin. Okay, here about the accommodation, that is the ability of this adjustment. Okay, this adjustment of the we can say the eye lens called the accommodation. Okay, however the focal length of the eye lens cannot be decreased below a minimum limit. Okay, so they are also having the limit that it cannot be decreased after certain limit, that is try to read a printed page by holding it close to your eye. So here is given that take a printed paper and place it very close to your eye, and try to read that what is you can say the printed in that paper. Okay, so you may see the image being blurred or feel a strain in the eye. Okay, so you will feel that it become this we can say the printed page become blurred, and also you feel the strain that you have in the eye, and To see an object comfortably, or we can say undistinctly, you must hold it about 25 centimeter from the eye. Then you can see the object, or we can say the printed page clearly. Okay. So here is something, here is a certain limit. Okay, we can say the limit is given that about 25 centimeter from the eye. So the minimum distance at which objects can be seen distinctly without strain is called the least distance of distinct vision, that is LDDV distance. Okay, so the minimum distance that we can see any object distinct clearly, uh, that is about that is without strain, okay, without feeling any type of strain, that is called our the least distance of distinct vision. So it is also called the near point of the eye for okay, so this point is also called the near point of the eye. And here is given about the we can say the limit, or we can say the minimum distance. Okay, for a young adult and with a normal vision, the near point is about 25 centimeter, and the farthest point that they can see the object clearly is infinity. Okay, so here is given that the farthest point up to which the eye can see object clearly called the far point of the eye, and it is infinity for a normal eye. Okay, so in for a normal eye it is infinity, and the minimum is on 25 centimeter. After that, we have seen that you may note here a normal eye can see object clearly that are between 25 and infinity. Okay, so if your eye become if you have any defects of vision, then you cannot see like here is all thing about a normal eye, that they can see a object clearly between the 25 and infinity. Okay, 25 centimeter and infinity. Sometimes the crystalline lines of people at old age become milky and cloudy. Okay, here is about some cases that the crystalline lens of some people at old age becomes milky and cloudy. Then this condition is called cataract, and this causes can say the partial or complex loss of vision. Okay, so it is possible or restore vision through a cataract surgery. Okay, so this type of defect it's only can be done. We can say the only correct by the with the help of a surgery, that is called the cataract surgery. Okay, now here is about the next topic, defects of vision and their correction. Okay, some more defects like myopia, hypermetropia and the presbyopia. Okay, these three are the defects of the vision that we have to read in this chapter. And also about their correction, that for myopia we use a concave lens. Okay, the lens which is we can say the spherical lens, which is sorry, yes, lens. And for the hypermetropia we use convex lens, and the presbyopia use both, that bifocal lens. Okay, bifocal lens, that is in this type of lenses there is both convex and concave. Okay, so the defect of vision we will discuss in the next video. I hope you understand whole the video, like about the human eye, and also about the accommodations, power of accommodation. Okay, accommodation is nothing, it is only about the ability of the eye to adjust its focal length. Okay, this thing is called the accommodation. And some few points like the nearer point and the farthest point of a normal eye, that is to see an object more clearly. Okay, that is minimum is 25 centimeter, and the maximum like infinity. Okay, so the two three main like if the focal length decreases, then we can sorry, then the islands become thicker, and We can see the nearby object clearly, and if the focal length increases, then the eye lenses become thin. Sorry, yes, thin, and we can see the distant object clearly. Okay, so this is our the power of accommodation and the about the human eye and some terms that is used to define the eye. Okay, like crystalline lens, aqueous humor, pupil, iris, cornea. Aqueous humor is a jelly-like substance which is, uh, we can say the save our eye, prevent from the dust. Okay, make our eye wait. Like a ciliary muscle, retina, optic nerve, and the vitreous humor. Okay. So it is about our human eye, and next about the power of accommodation and the defect and the defects of using and their correction we will discuss in the next video. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.